Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Club Lorcana Versus. Today we have a very exciting matchup. We are joined by Danzor, aka Kevin. Kevin, hey, how you doing today?
Doing great.
And Kevin has brewed up an interesting blue-red deck that we are going to see how it fares against Zan Syed playing purple-yellow? Amethyst Amber Aggro.
What? Dogs.
He's playing dog.
I'm playing dogs.
Why do we? Okay, great. And against Zanzad, who's playing dogs, the most popular aggressive deck right now. So we're trying to see.
This is Sailor's list.
This is Sailor's dogs list. So that means no Chromacon, plenty of Under the Seas.
Yes, this is Sailor's list, and this blue-red list is from a viewer. You might recognize him from the comments. The one that's been doing a countdown of how many days they've been requesting a blue-red deck. So we decided to give it a go.
All right, we're gonna roll the very exciting rock paper scissors dice. See who goes first. Kevin on pink. Kevin gets scissors and did rock.
All right, I needed this really bad because usually I would lean on Chromacon.
Now you're leaning on the die roll instead.
Yes, I am.
All right. Kevin's gonna leave the room while Zan does his altar.
You left one card if you need it.
He's like, I don't need it.
I will be now revealing my hand.
Wonderful.
Here is my hand. It seems pretty decent. I think I will get rid of these three. I will keep these four. These four, keeping these three gone.
Wow.
Three. All right.
All right, Zan, you shovel up and leave the room while
I'm leaving the room.
While Kevin explains his altar.
All right. So we have that we definitely need. And then we have a bunch of stuff that doesn't really have much interaction. We need to be able to disrupt their board early in this game, and none of these cards actually do that. It's nice to be able to ramp into this, but this card's just not doing much for us for this matchup. So we're going to alter these 6 and keep the 1 ramp card.
Nice. All right. Nobody has to turn around anymore. You guys can just look at each other because we're just shuffling. We're just ready to play.
I'm back in the room.
Welcome back, Zan. Did you have a good day today?
I feel a little tired.
Okay. Hopefully that affects his gameplay.
We're going to need all the help we can get right now.
That's right.
What?
We want Red Blue to win.
The underdog.
We are the underdog.
It's true.
No one knows we exist.
All right, I'm going to ink this rhino and play a lady.
All right.
Yes.
Maleficent seems a little greedy for this matchup, and we'll play a Liquidator. We are the underdog.
Oh my god.
Your turn.
No free questing from Zan. Liquidator is on the attack.
This is gonna be tough.
Liquidator good against dogs. It doesn't die to Under the Sea under most circumstances.
I'll ink a Mickey Mouse. My grandmother. Hello.
It's a Gaston.
My god. Massive. Okay, let's jump.
All right.
I must pass.
Kevin with the Brewers advantage right now. Zan doesn't know what to make of the early 4-2 Reckless.
Ink, develop your brain. Tipo, mystery card, and your turn.
Kevin has hit his ramp on 2.
Scared.
Dogs' new answer to everything. Just play Nani's, close your eyes, and wait to win. Zan grabs Polly Shore's contribution to the Disney canon, Bobby Zimmerowski. Zan quests
Go.
the 1. Plus or minus 3.
Fallen for my trap card. Challenge.
Oh.
We will ink Sapphire Coil and march off to battle, drawing 2 cards.
Oh my god.
Holy Toledo. Kevin has achieved new heights of incredible gameplay.
What are we gonna do?
Dan, any thoughts on how wrecked you just got?
And
Super duper wrecked.
pass.
Well, this has been an unexpectedly spectacular start for Kevin. I think that if he goes on to lose this game, it's fair to throw this deck in the trash can.
Don't do that.
Notably, Zan did miss an inkable in his last turn. Maybe not missing an inkable, but he did not ink. We know he had the Bobby Zimmerowski and could have inked. Chose not to.
I feel like this makes the most sense. All right, so I'll play Grandmother Willow, Bobby, Grandmother Willow, and
Yep.
what's the name of the Illuminator?
Liquidator.
Liquidator.
And then shift your lady as
If my lady.
as you were clearly setting up for.
Yep. And I'll bring back the Grandmother Willow and Tramp. And I will quest for her too.
Okay.
That's interesting. Usually Lady and Nani quest for 3 when they quest together, but here Zane only quested for 2.
Yeah, I'll take the extra one.
Yeah.
Go. I had to cough.
All right. Let's see.
I feel like I'm being bullied.
We're going to ink
While
Sail
feeling
the
that
Ezra
low.
Sea. You did end up with 2 big of characters on the board for a lot of the things, but we'll head this horseman, the Willow. But Tipo doesn't really have any useful choices to make at this point. So he's going to stand still and we're going to pass again.
Hmm.
You want to get the mic a little closer to, or like more centered on your face so you're talking directly into
I'm
it?
trying to look at it that I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll move it a little more.
Grandmother Willow from Zan Syed, replacing the previous one.
That Lilo costed at least 1.
This isn't getting any better. I mean, the biggest issue is if you end up playing grab your bow and then use Tipo to take out.
Zan says, you know what? I can't play around these powerful red cards. I'm just going to have to quest into them.
And pass.
Okay. Tipo.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take out Grandmother Willow. 2 triggers here. Don't think it really matters because we're just going to trade everything in. So Tipo has 3 power at this point and will challenge Nani, and then Headless Horseman will challenge Lady.
Kevin makes his good trades. He is a little bit behind on lore, but he's gotten rid of almost everything on
Your turn.
Syed's board. All that Kevin needs to pull ahead is something like a Maui Shark here, and Zan is going to have a really tough time getting through. And Zan is just relentlessly playing ladies, enacting the zombie dog strategy that he popularized.
Yes.
Every point counts, and Zombie Lilo can come back at any time, so Zan sends it sideways.
I think we have to just work on Lilo. Maui Shark. Ink Bell. And your turn.
Maui Shark representing incredible power here because we can get back that marching off to battle and accumulate cards and cards and cards, which will turn that Headless Horseman into an impression of Hiram Flaversham. And you notice that Zan doesn't even bring back his Lilo because he does not have a plan to beat this Maui Shark. Right now, Zan is probably figuring out how he can quest to 11 without ever turning anything sideways. So it's going to be up to Kevin to put that pressure on. Grandmother Willow rejoins the fray, and just like that, Zan has added 4 lore to the board. That 1 turn quest for 11 not looking so far-fetched anymore.
Draw. Pete.
Mm-hmm.
Boost Pete.
Yep.
Ink Pete.
Mm-hmm.
And quest 1. I think the Horseman's more valuable standing. I will pass.
Kevin chooses not to quest with the Horseman. Makes sense. With a 1 damage on it, it dies to Bobby Zamaruski. Lilo in play for just 1.
Ink Runner to the bottom.
All right.
Zan is at 15.
Draw.
Does Kevin have the tools that he needs to get most of these characters off the board?
Is there pirates left?
Yes.
I'm so scared. This is a nightmare matchup.
All right. All right. We're going to have Maui Shark challenge Daisy Duck. Returning marching off to battle to my hand. Headless Horseman's just going to challenge Lady as it's going to get banished wherever it challenges. And I think we're just going to reduce your... It's actually interesting. I think we're going to play Marching Off to Battle, gaining a lore and drawing 2.
Mhm.
Pete will challenge Lilo, putting us just outside of go-go range right now. Play Scrooge McDuck, ink another Pete, and with our last ink, boost Pete just in case. And your turn.
Scrooge McDuck. Is that going to be the card that brings it all back? Zan can quest up to 18, but as Kevin cleverly said, Lilo or Go-Go Tamago not going to be a factor. Lilo comes back for free. Once again, tempting this Maui Shark to let Kevin draw 2 cards. Quest with everyone. The Go-Go Tamago, just as we predicted.
I pass.
This is going to be very close. Draw for turn.
When does Scrooge trigger?
Whenever he quests.
Nice.
I played that guy unlimited. That Scrooge McDuck was very good. Not so sure about constructed, but
You have 2 of them. It can be some of the only things that bring you back, and especially if like he had fully stabilized the board here, then that would be something that could like keep him out of go-go range, etc.
100%. I mean, obviously, again, dogs, it's great.
So I definitely need to find something here. I have answers. The question is, do I draw with Scrooge first? Because challenging with Scrooge reduces your board size, but I'm going to reduce your board size no matter what if I'm going to win this. And questing works essentially the same. It's going to get you backwards 1 lore. So we're going to quest going up 1 and drawing a card. All right. That gets us closer, but still not there. So I'm going to play Vision of the Future.
Mhm.
The Ink Runner.
Mhm.
Play Sisu, choosing Lilo. 5, we'll play Headless Horseman, choosing Go-Go Tamago. Maui Shark will challenge a Grandmother Willow, returning Vision to my hand. And then Pete will challenge the other Grandmother Willow. And we hope no Go-Go number 2. And your turn.
Here it is.
Boo!
Yeah.
If Kevin could have stabilized there or used something like a Grab Your Bow to wipe out more of that board and not have any damage hanging on his characters, he might have been able to pull that game out.
We're going to play this Go-Go in game 2.
If I had replayed Vision again, we still wouldn't have found
I'm in shock. I thought that you were 100% going to find the
the
Grab Your
Pirate's Life.
Bow.
Grab Your Boat or Pirate's Life.
Yeah.
It was just so many cards. 1 Vision, draw a card, look at...
Well,
Look
one
at
of
you.
the Pirate's Life was under Pete.
Oh, Pete saved me.
Dragon Lord Pete hiding away the most powerful song in the game, as dragons often do.
Yeah. The problem was once I found a way to not lose to anything but Go-Go, I had to take that line instead of continuing digging for the Pirate's Life.
No, I felt like you played it beautifully. I felt like I was on the back foot the whole time. I think the only way I could have won that game was double lady.
Hmm.
And I just needed to just bring back characters.
Yeah. I feel like if you didn't have the second go there, the game was over at that point.
100%. Yeah.
It just,
You played it really well. Yeah. Basically, I mean, you didn't put a lot of damage on your characters. I was hoping to find like a tramp so I could play a tramp and then crash one of my characters so I could gain more lore. But it was not working out well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very close.
yeah, it would have been nice if I had a real 4-drop, like if I had played Scrooge turn 4, but my 4-drop was marching off the battle, which I mean helped fuel the rest of the game, but
Yeah. Especially with that start, the Tipo plus the underdog. I mean, the underdog was MVP. I had to be like, okay,
yeah.
after let some
Yeah.
key characters go.
Yeah. I altered 3 of the 4-drop bells because what's Belle going to do on turn 3? Like ramp into Belle and she does nothing on the board. So I didn't see a reason to play her. It's not like you're banishing my characters or anything, or often.
I'm depressed that Zan won. Kevin had everything, every step that you would say is good against dogs.
Yeah, he even had the underdog.
He even
Yeah.
had Liquidator.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's only one place it could have been improved, but let's see what happens.
Do you mean you just like could have had a Pirate's Life on his final turn?
He could have had Pirate's Life, or he could have had a real 4-drop.
Yeah.
But
Like,
Bachu is
like if I had a Scrooge turn 4, things would have been very different.
All right, Kevin on the play this time.
All right. So we have a lot of uninkables here. And they're really good for this matchup, but they're also uninkable. We might be looking at a curve where we're actually doing something like this and not getting greedy. But at that point, we have to keep something to ink just because we don't really want to draw that later in the game. It'll be our first turn ink no matter what. And I think we want to improve on these cards. Maybe we can find another game plan, but in general, we're just planning on curving these out, and these are just going to be too slow on this curve without the ramp, so we're going to send them back and take 4 cards.
All right.
Let's look and see what we have.
Oh, nice.
We have a game plan.
we hit our game plan. All right, Zan, you can come back in, and let's see how he alters. How you feeling after that win?
honestly shocked.
Shocked?
All right, here is our opening hand. I definitely think I get rid of this. Getting rid of this. I like the idea of this as the starting point. I could get behind keeping all of this. I honestly am not the biggest fan of this card in this matchup, but I'm not willing to risk it. I could risk this card. So I think I'm going to keep these 5, get rid of these 2.
Zan alters 2 cards.
Here it is.
All right, Kevin, you can come back into the room. You guys are both shuffling. And we're on it for another exciting game 2. This matchup has been a little bit cooler than I expected. I'm really liking the Ruby tools against dogs.
Ink runner and pass.
Draw. Ancadelas.
Daisy Duck in play. The turn 1 terror.
Ink runner.
Mm-hmm.
Tipo. Mystery Ink, your turn.
Kevin accelerating. Let's see what he has on 4.
Willow. Go ahead and quest for 2.
Vision to the bottom.
Lucky me.
Then cleverly getting more information about what could have been in Kevin's hand before using Bobby Zimmerowski.
Tramp in the bin and pass.
Draw. Ink Liquidator.
Mm-hmm.
Play Scrooge McDuck.
That's a good 4.
And your turn.
Zan contemplates his turn. He's got the full Zan face on right now. Kevin has activated his competitive instincts.
Honestly, really tough turn. King.
Small Sisu to my hand. Okay.
Della's Moon Lullaby on Scrooge. Bring it down to a 2-3.
Pirate's Life gets discarded.
Impressive. Got it.
2 Sisus and a P.
Zan's board getting wider and wider.
Draw.
Let's see how Kevin navigates this turn. He's got a lot of options with Scrooge McDuck and 2 Sisus.
So, this point, he obviously inked a big tramp. He either has another big tramp or he has big lady in hand or something. As much as I want to draw with Scrooge, I think we really just want to reduce his board size. So we're going to challenge Grandmother Willow. And then Sisu, the other Grandmother Willow, making it very difficult. Like, he can't use Big Lady now. And Tramp is his entire turn at this point. So neither of his biggest plays can do much. And at this point, I'm willing to put a damage on Bobby Zimmerowski. And we will pass from here.
All right. Kevin explaining everything beautifully, just trying to prevent Zan from having a big turn. He's fine with Zan getting a little bit ahead on lore with that Daisy Duck if it means that he can't shift a big or play a big lady or potentially a big tramp.
Yep. Figured that might happen. But I was willing to take the damage on Tipo to put pressure, and even if it
Zan says board reset doesn't add anything. He knows that the Daisy Duck is sitting dead to the small Sisu in Kevin's hand.
Pete and quest for 1.
Kevin uses it as an
Your turn.
opportunity to get ahead on board. Plays a big Pete. The Dragon Lord. And that's interesting to see. Kevin, explain why you didn't little Sisu it.
Little Sisu Daisy this turn?
Yeah.
Because he's at 5 lore. I have a small hand. If I play out Pete, Pete can challenge it next turn. Also getting Pete in play lets me draw cards if I need to. And Pete, and this is also going to draw me cards by leaving it in play.
Masterful.
Or very possibly. But obviously it missed at this point with grab your bow. But in general, because Zan didn't have a lot of lore pressure and didn't play anything last turn, I didn't feel like I needed to remove things.
Great. Thanks so much.
I best.
For 2 turns in a row, Zan has not added to the board. Maybe a record against dogs.
We'll boost Pete, quest for 1, and choose the card that we drew. Quest for 1. For 3, we will now play the Sisu. And then ink, let it go. Your turn. Because we don't really want to give him ink.
Zan shifts out a lady. Good way to get that 5 cost in at a discount. The cost of 2 cards in your hand, they do replace themselves, however. Grabs Mowgli and Bobby.
I best.
Draw. A slightly weird spot here that maybe he gains 4 lore with a go-go if I activate Pete, but I think that's something we're willing to live with at this point. So we're going to boost Pete and quest for 1. Looking at 2 cards. Take this card. And then we will ink Maleficent Dragon and play Maui Shark.
That wraps it.
And then quest for 2. And your turn.
And Kevin with the powerful board. It's hard to picture Zan pulling out ahead on this one. He did manage to steal the last one, though, so we'll see what he can cook up. Starts with Bobby Zimmerowski.
Can I see your discard?
He's got a Pirate's Life, notably.
Pirate's Life was one I was not too scared of Lady challenging Pete with the plan of playing Maui Shark.
Zan discards an Under the Sea that's unlikely to do much given the current opposition of 7-5 and 5-5. Plays a Nani. Nani is every dog's player's emergency escape button. If you don't know what to do in a turn, just play a Nani. And finds a little lady. One of the cards that can get big enough to challenge a Pete while still putting you ahead. And he does put that in play.
And pass.
Opts not to put 4 damage on Pete.
I feel like this would be a lot easier if I had Comic-Con. This is so hard.
Quest for 1.
Pete earning the nickname Dragon Lord, completely dominating this game and keeping Kevin's hand well stocked, well fed.
Sapphire Coil.
Sapphire Coil.
Ink, develop your brain. Minus to lady. Headless Horseman, the lady. And then we will quest for 1, 2, 3. And 1 in hand. Your turn.
A shocking development, taking a page from old school Red Blue. Kevin has deployed a Sapphire Coil, shrinking the lady, allowing the Headless Horseman to take it out. I'll be honest with you viewers at home, I didn't even know Sapphire Coil was in this deck. And I am so excited. Welcome back, King. Zen with another big lady. Hoping to card advantage his way out of this, but is he going to have enough time before Kevin gets to the lucky number 20?
Pass.
And to pass the turn from Zan. He can currently quest for 8. He needs to make it a quest for 13.
Develop your brain. Gain 1. Grab your bow on the 2 ladies. Gain 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not there yet. Quest for 1. Sail the Azurite Sea. Gain 1. Quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 19.
Game.
Yep.
And wow, Red Blue has defeated dogs on the play. Maybe this deck has some legs after all. That was a decisive victory for Kevin.
Oh. Maybe it has some legs.
What do you mean, Liquidator?
Play against a purple deck.
Marching off to battle.
I mean, obviously great against dogs, but dogs isn't really like 13% of the meta.
But it's the best deck, so that meta percentage might go upwards. Additionally,
It's
what's a purple
true.
deck going to do about Maui Shark?
So in CCS, when I was playing Monstro, I lost round 1 to green and blue, and then round 2, I was like, I got paired against blue red, and I was like, yeah. I played a great Illuminator, and they were like, I can't beat that card. just the great Illuminator.
Liquidator can beat into it now.
Oh wow.
Kevin already locked and loaded to go against any locations that somebody might play. He's got 2/4/2 Recklesses at all times.
This is hard. With Chromacon, I think it's very easy. What do you think?
I mean, would it have been like you're bouncing things like
mean,
Sisu, and that could be like infinite.
Shark gets a lot less value. He gets beat in and then goes back to the hand for a while.
Exactly. I don't mind the shark connecting because it means that the rest of their turn has to
Be replay shark a lot
exactly
of the time, and something like a grab your bow has very strange implications.
exactly. So they're not gaining lore. I mean, Sisu, baby Sisu is still fantastic.
Yeah.
But the other guys, fantastic.
Scrooge just says whenever he quests, you draw a card.
As long as your opponent has lore to remove.
Oh, nice.
Right. Winning hand. I'm gonna get rid of three. Keep these four. These three gone. These four.
All right. We have a very slow hand here. We have a bunch of stuff that costs way too much ink, so we're just going to send it all back and try to find an actual game plan. That starts. Oh, there's a game plan. We don't even need to see more cards at this point. 7.
Shipped 7, and I gotta say he did a great job. It's a great altar. Honestly, one of the best I've ever seen.
Halfway through the altar, and I'm already happy.
I'm not. This is gonna be hard.
Good luck. I hope not.
Hmm.
Ink runner. Play liquidator. Your turn.
My God. Hard.
The water dog himself, Liquidator, quickly becoming most of our viewers' favorite card in one game alone. Despite the fact that he is a dog himself, good at beating up other dogs.
Yes.
Draw. Sail the Azurite Sea. Play Tipo. We chose to play Tipo over Sail because we were just wanting more bodies on the board to fight. And your turn.
Usually that choice means bad news for me. How are we gonna get out of this?
Nani useful on this board can take out a Liquidator in a turn. Remember that Liquidator has to challenge if he is able, so that is going to be a clean trade if Zan chooses to make it so. Zan just killed a bug.
Mowgli. Lady.
Zan dangerously close to gaining an extra Daisy Duck onto his board. He has to scoot that thing away a little bit.
Ink Bell.
Mhm.
Play Scrooge McDuck. And then we'll go to end of turn and gain 1 lore. Your turn.
Kevin just gained a passive lore with Scrooge McDuck. That card is broken. I'm freaking out over how good these red cards are. Scrooge McDuck does say at the bottom, nice little bit of flavor text. If Zan can't pay the lore toll, then Kevin gets a lore. And that might sway the race because as long as everything remains standing up, Kevin is going to keep on ticking up. Is it time for Zan Syed to offer a Nani to a Liquidator? Additionally, as long as Zan doesn't have any lore, that Scrooge McDuck can't draw any cards.
Yes, but if he offers Nani to the Liquidator, he has lore.
Whoa!
they draw cards.
Zan is stuck between a rock and a hard place, and by that I mean a water dog and a greedy duck. Interesting that Liquidator Condemned, it seems, to always work really well with ducks. He's, of course, one of the sidekicks, or maybe villains, of Darkwing Duck.
He claims to be a villain.
It's the first tramp, which is not that great in this matchup, but hopefully.
Draw 4, discard 4 for Zan Syed. Luckily, Kevin's board somewhat insulated against something like a Under the Sea. Della's Moon Lullaby can make it a little worse.
Rhinos are not as effective here.
True.
I just realized that the second ability of Scrooge is named Foreclosure. So I guess
He liked doing that in A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
He liked
foreclosing on people for not paying.
evicting and foreclosing on people, yes. That was before he learned the value of Christmas and was confronted by his own mortality by Dragon Lord Pete. Something we can actually enact in this deck. I wonder if
Wait,
Pete...
yeah. Is this just a theme deck?
This is the Christmas Carol theme deck that Kevin brought.
Is Liquidator actually Scrooge's like muscle that makes sure people pay up?
Yeah. Your house is now liquid because I'm going to sell it out from under you. Dater. Anator!
So he discarded Delamoons. Kept 3. Okay. So his hand's down to 1 card in hand. Mowgli hits Sail, which is unfortunate. You have a Pete and a Scrooge.
If I quest, then you can start drawing.
He can
Yes.
quest. You would lose a lore. He would draw a card. And then if you have 0 at the end of his turn, he gains a lore.
It really makes questing feel awkward.
You have to quest with at least 2 guys.
Why do I need to quest with 2 guys?
If you quest with 1, you'll lose the lore and I'll draw a card and lose the guy as well. But
yeah, it's terrible. I feel like I don't do anything. Go.
Nice. Scrooge McDuck just
Draw.
to tick up on lore. Kevin can play another one if he wants to.
I could play another one, but I think we want to get this Pete rolling as well since he has more guaranteed card draw. So we're going to do that. And then we will, interestingly enough, no, we'll just take our 1 lore and pass the turn.
Scrooge McDuck is dominating this game.
All right, I have a Lilo decision.
Lilo is dominating this turn, decision-wise.
What I think is in your hand is in your hand. It makes sense to return it, but we shall see as it gets the party started. Yep. That's what I expected.
But you liked it.
Yeah, I think you want to return the Lilo because it makes the Liquidator turn sideways and you can start dealing with things possibly. And it fit your ink nicely with what you could do for the turn.
Yeah, I could have also just played this.
And then played the Daisy or something, but
Oh, I like bringing this back while I
Yeah.
have the discount.
right.
And now at minimum, Zan knows that another Scrooge McDuck waits in the wings. If he doesn't gain at least 3 lore this turn, Kevin doesn't even have to do anything and can go up to 4. Oh my gosh.
I can only remove 1 lore this turn.
Oh, never mind. He has to gain 2 lore. I was thinking 2 Scrooges.
They have to actually like quest to remove lore. They don't just steal it passively.
They should have made that card steal it passively.
That's the sword.
Oh, true.
Such an interesting turn. So I could quest with Nani and Tramp, which is not a bad quest. Or I could quest with everything. I think if I quest with everything, then the Liquidator could eat the lady. But if I only quest with these two, then Scrooge can draw a card. But it's kind of sort of not getting any better. If I quest with these, so then this would eat this. Let's say you started just coming after my stuff. I guess Pete and Tipo can take out this, and you can just ignore this and draw a card. And then I gain 4. I gain 4, but then I lose 1. So let's say I quest with these two. I mean, the quest with the lady just seems wrong. Because I don't feel like I'm gaining enough back. Quest with these two. Then what does it look like?
Zan is stumped by red cards.
I think I will quest with Mowgli, Bobby, Nani, Tramp. I think that's for 5. Now, the question is whether I want to quest with Lady or Grandmother Willow. And I think that decision is really hard. I just think that offering the lady just seems like a bad play. But then the Liquidator then gets to survive. Maybe I just have to. And if that's the case, then I. Oh,
Okay. I think that was the correct play. All right. I think based on what I drew, I want to quest with Scrooge and draw a card.
Kevin has drawn a card that wants him to draw a card.
And now we need to decide what we are doing about his board. because he has a go-go in hand, we have to be very careful what we're doing here is to like loading up 4 damage on Pete probably means we lose the game. So we aren't going to want to do that, and we're going to end up putting the liquidator into the lady to protect that from happening. Pete can still get 4 damage on it, but now he has to commit characters into it instead of getting a nice +2. Obviously, Nani can still +2, but everything else is net neutral, challenging the Pete. So now the question is, do we remove the Lilo and make him bring it back? Or if we just start removing the rest of the board as best as possible. And I think we want to remove the board as best as possible. If we take out the Willow, then Nani into Pete, and then a Go-Go requires him to use all of his ink, which makes it harder to play the Daisy out. Well, he'd have to have an Inkable with it. And he'd gain 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, go to 17, which is not ideal. But if we take out the Tramp, to load up damage on Pete, he can't really do as well because Nani can't challenge Pete to load up damage, so it reduces the value of his Go-Go by a lot. So I think we have to take out the Tramp because of that. So we put challenge Tramp and then challenge Tramp with Tipo. Because at this point, the best value he can get for the Go-Go is now 2. We are going to ink Pete, and for 6, play Liquidator and Scrooge McDuck. And then pass the turn.
All right, that worked out much better than I imagined in my head.
Syed found the right play. Ironically, the same play that somebody really horrible at this game would have made. Turn it all sideways and make the control player figure it out.
I didn't have great choices because of the Go-Go in hand and the lore pressure, so this was the best way to minimize Go-Go.
I agree. I'm not saying that you did something wrong. Yeah. But thinking about all the red cards,
yeah,
and so it makes you think that the potential is so
right. Yeah, if I had like a horseman and was able to make trade up across the board or something there, which could have easily happened with the quest on Scrooge plus a draw for the turn.
So something that's interesting that I think may be correct is a Nani into the Scrooge, just because Scrooge can just draw a card and lore, so you're going to be super incentivized to keep that engine going. And doing that twice a turn is so brutal because it's like you're creating your own pirate's life. So I think that's a part of the equation and problem for me. I think first thing first, Grandmother Willow for 1, Duck, and then Scrooge.
I agree.
Sand goes up to 12.
Yes.
1 card in hand. We're fairly certain it's Go-Go Tamago.
Yeah. We know it's Go-Go.
We're almost sure of it.
Draw for turn. So now we're in a very awkward spot that we need to do a variety of things that we can't really do easily. Well, this is as good as challenging, so we're going to quest and draw a card, seeing what new answers we may have found.
Everyone at home, say it with me. Grab your bow.
No.
We'll develop our brain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 2 more looks at it.
So as we said, if we take out this, you have 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus the Go-Go, which is too much. So we have to take out more than that. Pete taking something out technically does absolutely nothing because it adds a damage to him and leaves us at the exact same math equation.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking at our choices, it appears that we must boost Pete and quest for 1.
Mm-hmm. Hit a grab.
It is not. I don't know the math here, but I think it
horseman?
might be 19. Yes, it is a horseman. A horseman, a daisy, and then liquidator will take out a Lilo, which I believe lets us survive at 18, if I did the math right. Your turn.
Free. So this is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then I can go to 19. So the draw I had was pretty freaking good. Play go-go.
Yep.
I'll go to 13. And then I think I just play this for free.
Oh no!
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Hey, look, there's grab your bow.
Boo!
Go.
All right.
Kevin's gonna need a miracle.
Terminus.
Be prepared.
That'd be pretty good right now.
Yeah, you'd want to get your quest in first, but I guess you could just play it for 6.
Because Terminus would put the Lilo away.
Oh, true.
All right. So, we aren't playing Be Prepared. So, we have to solve everything without that. This there, that there. You have 4, 5 left over. This parries that, so you have 4 left over. Just too much. Oh, this is as good to quest as anything else. The draw. That is not going to help us. So that gets us in a worse spot. Yeah. I think the only answer is yes, we need to find grab your bow, and we need that. And let's see, at this point, if we played grab your bow and then challenged, we need to remove like those two, challenge, challenge. That's not enough. I think at this point we are cooked. But I don't think there is an out in my deck. But we will boost and quest for 1 to see what we find. We'll take this card that we don't need. And yeah, we can do a variety of things that are all not going to be enough. You can blow up Tramp. And then challenge down 2 characters and not be there. Yeah, I had Let It Go that I could sing here or challenge with. And then a Pirate's Life that I could have played, but taking out Tramp, Daisy, Lilo, and playing Pirate's Life was not enough. So
yeah,
we weren't quite there. If you didn't have the Tramp this turn, and I took out Go-Go and reduced you by 2, I think we are still just, let's see. Yeah, if this was the board and I was able to remove 3 characters and Pirate's Life, I still lose. So we're just 1 point short.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised. I did not.
Depressing because Kevin had so many tools at every stage in the game that you would think would be good against aggressive, but aggressive is just such a powerful strategy in Lorcana. It's so hard to.
I mean, I think the key card in game 2 was definitely Baby Sisus.
Right.
They really make me feel like, oh, my deck doesn't do anything.
Right. No baby Sisu's in games 1 or 3 where Kevin was also on the draw. He did have the Liquidator to make up for it.
I did like the Scrooges. Scrooges
Yeah.
look cool.
Yeah, I was testing Scrooge really early in the set in like Ruby Amethyst and things, and he felt okay, but him being uninkable really.
Why can't they just make him
makes things rough.
inkable?
Yeah, he's not that crazy.
I don't want red to be good at all.
I think that they deserve red deserves an item, 1 cost item, that says all your uninkable cards are now inkable.
Oh, so we have like
A 1
an
cost.
ink caster,
But
that
it doesn't draw a card.
All right.
No, they should draw a card.
Oh, and it draws a
All right.
card.
All right.
They should actually draw 2 cards. They needed that bad.
Once you have item, draw 2 cards.
But you
It's
can only
just
play it-
everyone playing Ruby now.
No, you can only play it in mono Ruby.
You can only play it in mono. What a restriction.
I want
Yeah.
that.
Anything but blue red.
Yeah. No, you can only play it in
Purple red.
mono Ruby. And it
But-
gives some of your guys rush.
From my standpoint, I felt like a Ruby Amethyst is a much scarier deck. Just because you have cards like Elsa. Well, the card draw cards are just better. Cheshire Cat and stuff like that. But I mean, it was definitely scary. Thank you for thank you, Bro Hamilton, for sharing the list.
Thanks so much, Bro Hamilton. That was an interesting list. And look, it almost was good into dogs.
I definitely do think that if I played a Chromacon, it would have been much easier.
Almost good into dogs. It's not trying very hard. All right. Thank you much, everybody. This has been another Club Lorcana versus episode. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and show a little bit of love to Kevin in the comments. Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye.